I don't have it. I don't have. I don't. What happened is going on today. I'm not going to speak properly in front of to you.
No, no, no,
Okay.
no. Don't think now. Let's just choose this topic also, right? So see, when we, I just want to tell a few things here. When we work,
Hello. Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. And how are you doing today?
I'm also doing well. Thank you so much for asking. And how is your morning going on?
You know what? My mornings are always. Mornings are always about household chores, sending husband to his office, and trying to. I always try to chase the time, but my morning just flies, I would say, and it's.
Yeah,
I think it's every homemaker's everyday story, right?
yeah, I think that things happen with everyone because when we get up early in the morning and we just start working ourselves
Mhm.
like that. No, we have to do that. We
Right.
have to do that. We have to
Yes.
finish that. Then we will connect after that. Yeah. Okay, so ma'am,
Exactly. Exactly. Hmm.
so I think ma'am, we should just start the session with her introduction.
To be honest, I just feel this part quite boring. But if you want me to introduce, so I would definitely. Otherwise, I truly don't like this part every time
Okay,
to
not
repeat
an
those
issue.
things.
No, we can
But
skip. Yeah, we can skip if you don't want. See, of course, I know very well
yes,
about you because what I have watched your many videos. I really found out the way of your talking, the vocabulary which you are going to use in your sentence and which you are using. It's we can say that mind blowing. I really want to adopt this skill. How can, because that things happen with everyone. I'm not talking for me as well. I learned a lot, but when I come to speaking, I always forget the words. How can we use? And the words is in my mind, but I was unable to give the proper structures of that sentence.
mm-hmm. Okay, but thank you so much for your kind. It's more about
Finally,
yes. I think Skype is checking our patience level,
yeah. Okay.
right? Okay. So, but I
So
can say
I think yeah, we should start without further ado
yes,
because
yes, yes.
yeah.
Great. Right, right. So, yes, first of all, thank you so much for your kind words of appreciation. Second thing, we all have, you know, personal style of presenting ourselves, right? So I think it depends person to person, how do we express ourselves. When it comes to expressing, I would like to tell you that I think I've been quite good since my childhood. When it comes to expressing myself, I can express myself well. But yes, when it comes to expressing myself in English language, so it's all about practice, I believe. And there are certain things which I want to highlight here. Earlier, what I would do, I used to get conscious and I wanted to be perfect while speaking. So now I don't bother these kind of things. I don't bother about the mistakes I make. I don't bother what if people judge me, and I don't bother about presenting myself in a very a perfect manner. So now I think I am comfortable with this language. I really don't think much before having interaction, and with that practice, when you become comfortable with this language, you are not in that process of translating, because initially what we do most of we, because we are in habit of thinking in our native language. That's the problem, right?
Yeah.
And we can't help it. Initially we can't help it, that's for sure, because we have been thinking in this language for a long time, right? So it is not easy to take that shift from from thinking from in your native language to thinking in any other language. It may be Hindi, English, or any other language, right? So once you are familiar with English language, once you are comfortable with this language, you automatically or you naturally start thinking in English, and this is how you become so presentable, and you can use all those words which you know. So,
Yeah.
first of all, don't be conscious while having any interaction. Don't think about your mistakes. Okay, try to be natural and try to be comfortable. That's it. And it works for everyone and doesn't matter which language are you using. So, we should have that art of speaking and art of presenting yourself, right? That's
Yeah,
how
of course.
I
Yeah,
work on.
100% right. Yeah, you are saying the one thing is best. Become a more comfortable with that language. If you are comfortable with anyone, it whether it using a we can say that languages, yeah, whatever you are going to do, if you are comfortable with
Yes.
that words, of course you can do that work a very representative way, and you are able to represent all the things from your side, what is going on your mind. But for me,
Mm,
as I am noticing what happened with me, if I just try to translate the words in my mind, I'm going to jerk, I'm going to fumble. That thing happened with me. And when I speak from, we can say the natural way, sometimes I make a mistakes. And not a
mm,
sometimes. I think every sentence when I am I'm going to use the first times, it make a mistake. Then I realize, okay, I have to use that words like that. I have to use that sentence like that.
mm.
And next time I will improve. And that things happen with everyone. So yeah, of course, comfortable hona, it's very important.
Right, very important. Second thing, no, don't try to use so many words, so many new words in one
Yeah.
conversation. Pick one or two words. Let's say now we are having interaction. So if you learn a new word lately, right? So try to use only one idiom or one or two words in that very conversation. So in this way, you are going to keep yourself in that comfort zone, right? You will be quite comfortable with whatever you are speaking. So, and when we try to use so many vocabulary words in one go, then we naturally perplex ourselves. Okay, so that's how I work on my communication skills. I always try to be, I'm sorry, my laptop is running out of battery, so let me fix it. So yes, try to be comfortable. That's it. That's what I can tell you, right? And don't try to add so many words in one conversation. Pick one or two words. Use those words deliberately. Make conscious effort while having interaction. That today I will use definitely. I will definitely use this word, right? So try to create a situation. Try to create a conversation
Yeah.
in which you can use those words. In this way, gradually you will be quite comfortable.
Yeah, you will be just become a familiar with that words and you are able to use that
Mhm.
word in your conversation. Yeah, so how
Yeah.
can we make this conversation interesting, ma'am?
This one or the anyone?
Yeah, this one we can say that because I think we have talked more about English things. So can we talk another topic? Yeah, whatever in your mind,
Yes,
then we
for
can
sure,
discuss.
for sure. I have no clue. Usually these days I am asking my co-learners when they approach me for having any interaction. So I keep asking them, do you have any topic or do you want to ask me some questions? I didn't ask you because most of the time I get one answer that no, I don't have any topic. I'll ask you some questions. So all the questions are regarding English language. How can we build up our confidence? And it's all about this. So if you have any topic, we can go for that. Otherwise, you tell. It's your call. Your wish is my command. All I can say.
Actually, to be
Right.
honest, I don't. What happened is going on today. I'm not going to speak properly in front of to you.
No, no, no,
Okay.
no. Don't think now. Let's just choose this topic also, right? So see, when we I just want to tell a few things here. When we work on something, when we acquire a skill, most of the time we are working on that superficial level, right? What, let's say we are learning English language, so what we do, we try to listen to so many podcasts in English, we try to watch so many stuff that is related with English, and we try to speak up, we try to read, and we try to write, right? But the thing is, we need to work something that makes us a very attentive individual. So what we can do, we should work on our personality also, right? So adapt a healthy lifestyle. Second thing, try to be positive enough. Okay, when we give this message to our brain that I don't know why I get stuck, so our subconscious mind is so smart. It
Yeah.
takes all these commands very seriously, right? So we should never think negative, and most of the time we pretend to think positive, but actually we have that tendency to think negative. It's human tendency. We tend to think negative. Whenever we do something, we always think about the negative impacts, right? So it happened with me also. Sometimes when I there was a time when I used to have my sessions with English yari tutors of English yari. So that time I used to get I used to become conscious, right? Because I wanted to present myself nicely. I didn't want to make any mistake. And sometimes I used to give this message to my brain: oh god, what if I get stuck? What if I don't present myself the way I want, right? So once we do this, we give this command to our subconscious mind. So don't think in this way. It's okay. There is no one judging you. We both are on the same page. We both are learners of this language. We both are YouTubers. We both run our channels. My major goal is not to get name and fame. Of course, we love getting name and fame. I can't be so sadhu kind of person that I don't like name, fame, power.
Yeah.
Everyone needs this, right? But my
Yeah.
major goal was always to upskill myself, and that's what I'm still doing. That's the reason I keep uploading my videos on YouTube, because in this way I try to be in touch with this language, right? So don't just focus on the vocabulary, on the speaking part, on the reading part only, or listening or writing. Try to work in a very deeper way, right? Adapt some positive techniques. Go for some kind of yoga, meditation. In my
Mm.
case, music always helps me. So whenever I feel down, I always go to music. I always listen to some good music. And I tell you one thing very clearly: I never watch any English movie, never ever. I never listen to any English music, because I'm not into this. I
Mhm.
tell you, without watching any English stuff, without listening to any English music, I can speak well. So don't think that if we want to learn this language, we need to go for these kind of activities. If you don't like, don't insist yourself. Because when we insist ourselves to do something, we really don't use that thing in a very utilizing way. Okay,
Yeah.
so find your interest, find your ways to improve yourself. That's it. Now tell me, what do you think? What's
Yeah,
your
of
take
course.
on this?
Yeah. I 100% agree with you, because you know what? Everybody has a different perceptions. Everybody has a different mind, and everybody has a different strength power. Because if I talk about myself, I am not good at to visualize the things, and I have covered with the visualizations help, because I'm not fond of reading. But I am good at to listen more and more. Then I can adopt more and more. So I always try to listen, and except to avoid the reading. There's a lot of trainer, and we can say that who are tutor. They always
Mm,
tell us, please start reading. I know reading is very important one, but when I start, I feel bored. I am unable
bored.
to do that proper way. The one 5 minute, okay, I can do that, but that things not give me a best result what I really want.
Mm,
But by the
yeah.
help of listening, by the help of we can say that podcast or whatever, I adopt more.
Mm,
So that's why I trying to listen more and more. So yeah, of course, I 100% right. First, you just find out your interest, where you are, and where
yes,
your strength is going on to work and going to give a result. Then you can start
right.
from there, and definitely you will get a best result.
That's
So,
the
ma'am,
thing. That's the thing. Hmm.
what and like you mentioned here, you are not fond of to watching English movie, yeah, watching any podcast. So what the things you are doing to improving English, and you are good at in that language? So what is the your work?
Okay, so it's not only about a few months or a few weeks, right? Uh, See, I was good at communication, and I was good at speaking, right? Thank God. Let's just do fatafat say, because we never know
Yeah.
what is going to happen with us.
Okay. So yeah, of course, I was talking about what I was asking to you.
Yes, listening.
Yeah.
In your
Yeah,
case.
what are you doing?
Okay, so see, as you just mentioned that reading is not your cup of tea. Same with me. I am not into reading also, though I am trying to inculcate this habit, and I ordered some books. I read some books also. But if you think that I am too much into reading, it's not like that. As I just mentioned that I was quite good at speaking since like I've been quite a good in speaking since my childhood. But yes, we need to be in touch with this language, right? Sometimes you know what happens. Sometimes we are good at doing something, and once we work on that very skill, it enhances. So I can tell you that I was good at English, I was good at grammatical concepts. I just needed that exposure. And I try to practice. I'm in habit of self talking, actually.
Okay.
In my case, yes, in my case, I have that ability to talk to myself. I don't need anyone to talk with, I don't need anyone to speak with. So that's how I practice whatever I'm doing. Let's say if I'm cooking, if I'm dusting, cleaning, I keep on telling to myself in English, what am I doing? Even now I do this. It's not that now I feel that no, I'm comfortable with this language, I can have interaction with anyone. Still there are a lot of things to learn, and what I believe that keep learning, keep moving is life, right? So I tell you, there is nothing special to tell you. It's all about your determination, your persistence, right? How persistent you are, and how do you take any challenge in your life. I never crib about the problem. I try to find a solution. I try to figure out, if I want to do something, I know how can I achieve that thing, right? Because see, it's not easy. When I tell these things to people, they think that, oh God, for Neha, it was very easy, or it is very easy to talk, to speak in this language. But it was never like that. If
Yeah.
I talk here, right, I know my struggles, because being a homemaker, you are stuck, you're confined within the walls of your home. You don't step out, you don't meet people, right? And everyone takes you for granted. Sometimes as a homemaker, as homemakers, we feel left out, because we are meant to do our chores only. It's all, our life is all about doing dishes and laundries. So how to value yourself, first we need to learn this, then only we can work on anything. So I really don't adapt any specific skill. I just try to tell myself that I can do this, I can do this. I work hard. I just find those things. I did those things which work for me, which worked for me, right? So it's all about learning some new vocabulary and using those vocabularies in my conversations. I sometimes I make a conscious effort while using a new word, and most of the time I'm not making any conscious effort. It's whatever I say, it comes in a very natural way, and the credit goes to my YouTube channel and my Skype conversations. Because when I upload any video on YouTube, my solo videos where I am giving any kind of vocabulary, in a way I am revising that thing, I am brushing up my knowledge, right? When you face the camera, you know how to present yourself. And while these communication, while having these interaction, we learn how to discuss different things, right, without any practice. Because
Yeah.
here we hardly we discuss a topic. Most of the time we have these kind of random discussion. So
Yeah.
here you get to know how to be spontaneous, right? And it comes with practice only, that's it.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
What we have done past, that's the result we are gaining right
Yes.
now. That is the things. And of course, you have a best quality like that. You are just talking with yourself. So it is
Hmm.
a good thing, because sometimes that happen with learners as well. They just find out, I don't have any partner, I don't have any
Yes.
background. We can say that, I don't have any environment. How can we speak? And from where we have to speak, and from with whom we have to speak. but
Hmm.
you have this quality, you are able to speak yourself, you don't need to anyone. And sometimes that helps us as well. I
Yes.
am also, because I always just stand at myself front of to mirror and speaking a very loud way when my mom go to when my mom go anywhere. So I start talking with myself in the front of two mirror and like just showing the expression of mine and watching the expression of my, okay, now I have to talk like that, I have to speak like that and very louder way, and that is really help us when you're
Yes.
talking yourself,
And you know what?
because
I
you.
tell you one thing.
Hmm,
Learning English is a boring activity. I tell
yeah,
you, it's not going to be very fun activity, but you need to make it engaging or interesting, right?
yeah,
Because it's not easy. Every time you are not in that frame of mind that you just stand in front of your mirror and you start explaining anything. It is difficult actually. It is a tedious task, but again it depends how determined you are, how passionate
yeah,
you are about learning. So if you are passionate, you will find a way. That's it, right? Otherwise, there are a lot of excuses,
yeah, of
right?
course.
So that's
For
it.
me,
I just, mhm.
I'm just going to tell you. For me, when I was learning that language, even I'm learning that language right now as well. But once I started that language to learn, what I did, I just made myself as a, we can say that, as any character and speak a like a way. Like sometimes I become a teacher, sometimes I become a student,
Hmm.
sometimes I become any work, any just character. I just give myself and start talking a like way, start give the instructions like way. That's really helped me, and that's the things I just adopted on that time, how to speak and how to show yourself, because we are speaking, it doesn't matter how can we elaborate our thing and the concept and the face expression, that is very important.
Yes.
Sometimes it needs, because we make a mistake, everybody
Hmm.
makes a mistake, but if your expression showing the emotions and whatever you really want to do that, and whatever you really want to say, that it is really work, people understand you. And if
Hmm.
you are speaking only and you are making mistake, people just are unable to understand what you really want to say. But
Hmm.
if your face just showing the activity, just showing the words without speaking of
Yes.
you, without speaking your correct way, that is an important thing.
Hmm.
And the, I think one thing is very important, the confidence. Because when my background is the Hindi medium, I was studying at Hindi medium board. So for me, it is very difficult to learn that language, to immerse ourselves in that particular way.
Hmm.
So when I was studying at a school, so my school teacher who taught us English, she she speaks in English when when she was teaching,
Okay.
but even she was not speaking the any structures in English. So for me, and I was not interested in that language, to be honest here. I just read about I have to pass my exam, that's it. But after coming intermediate, I just thought now English is very important, how can we connect with people. And my friend's background is totally a English medium background, and they are very good at to speaking. That the things hit me. No, now I have to read that. I have
Hmm.
to speak that. So then I start working in that, and even I do a lot of hard work to cover that language, because my background is not. I don't have any environment such types of where you can speak English. So for such types of things, you are unable to speak. So I just adopt one skill. I have to speak myself in front
Right.
of two mirror and just give the character of yourself, then you are able to cover that language.
True that.
So
I am on board with whatever you said, because I am also Hindi medium student, and there is no one at my place. No one speaks English at all. We speak our native language, that is Himachali, right? But
okay,
again, it's all about your mindset. If you
yeah,
want to do something, if you want to achieve something, you will. And it depends on your the kind of passion you have. Second thing, you need to find the ways. Now, as you mentioned that you sometimes you pretend to be a teacher, sometimes you pretend to be something. So yes, imitating, shadowing, these techniques really help. Really helped me. Initially, I would imitate Priyanka Chopra. I love the way she presents herself. So,
yeah,
yes, I would write her dialogues, whatever she used to speak in her videos, and then I try to imitate, right?
Yes, initially all these things work, and gradually you adapt your own style of speaking.
Yeah.
So, all like the gist of the conversation is you need to be persistent enough, you need to be focused enough, and if you want to achieve something, you need to find a way. That's it. Otherwise, there are always excuses. Now, we can blame, we can blame some people to situations, circumstances, or people, but only your conscious knows that what is the exact reason. So don't be a complaint box. Stop playing blame game and start working hard to achieve your goals.
Yeah.
That's what matters, and that's what
Yeah, of
stands
course.
you out, right?
Yeah. So, do you belong to Himachal Pradesh?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I heard about Himachal Pradesh. A hilly, we can say that hilly city is that.
Yes, yes. It's actually when people, hear about Himachal, or when this name comes Himachal, so everyone thinks has that vivid imagination of hills and mountain. Yes, it is more about hilly and mountain areas. But yes, where I live, that's a plain area. We have nothing to do with hills and mountain.
Okay.
My village falls in a plain area. So Himachal has plain areas also, and mountain and hilly areas also. But yes, it's very beautiful and a very scenic place. One must visit here, and it's all about nature and all those breathtaking views and scenic beauty. That's it. Simple. We have a very simple life here in Himachal. So, and
So,
we
how is
people
the weather there?
actually, where I live, it's similar. Like it's nowadays, the weather is quite pleasant. Summer is around the corner, but like in my area, weather is similar as Punjab. Like in winter, we have to, it's freezing, and in summer, it's stifling. But nowadays, I can say it's pleasant, though it's windy all day long. It's windy and dusty weather, but yes, still it is pleasant. I am just wearing a thin shrug. Otherwise, we are just ready to welcome the summer season.
Yeah, but yeah, of course. In my side, there is no one. We can say it pleasant. It's too much sunlight outside, and we can feel like that now. We are just come into the summer
Summer.
season. Yeah.
Summer has set in, na? Summer
Yeah,
has set
because
in
yeah,
your area.
because Holi is about the around the
Mm.
corner. So
Yes,
of
yes.
course we have to play Holi. So that's why I think Sun is thinking, no, now I have to just showing in your area.
Okay. Here it's today it's sunny, but it's volatile. Weather is volatile here. Sometimes it becomes sunny, sometimes it becomes cloudy, and most of the day it is windy. It is windy. I don't like this sort of weather, but again we can't help it. When there will be summer, we keep cribbing about hot. It's very hot. It's this and that. In winter, we crib about winter. So we tend to complain a lot. But yes, it's pleasant here. These days it is pleasant. No, not hot, not cold. Cool, like
That's weather quite good
mm,
because when not hot or not cold, then we can survive very easily. But
yes.
we can say that May and June, the
Mm.
weather was too horrible. We can say that. Yeah.
Here, because I live in Punjab, so here May, June, July, August, September. These 5 months are, oh my goodness, these are like hell. We need to survive here because the weather is extreme here. When it comes to summer, it's always extreme, and we need to face power cuts here. So like life becomes difficult, but again we should be focused on our positive points. We have a roof, right? And we have all the facilities. We have fans, ACs, coolers. So I think again we should not complain, and we should be grateful for all the things which we have, and that should be the mindset. Otherwise, we are full of complaints always. Okay, dear. So now I think we should wrap this session up, and we have recorded it in three parts because of
Yeah.
network and
Yeah.
technical glitch.
Yeah,
Right?
network and technical. I think today universe is also against with us. But
Hmm.
finally, we have connected, and our session is finished.
Yes, again, I will wrap this session on a very positive note. When you radiate optimism, cosmos also align opportunities for you. So when we were focused, we were determined that no,
Yeah,
we will definitely, commence this session. So
yeah, of
see,
course, we
we
can
did it.
achieve it.
We did it, right? So that's all the power of our mind and our positive mindset. Okay, then have a nice day and hope to see
You
you
too.
very soon again. And bye
Yeah,
bye. Take care.
same to you, ma'am.